What's up, guys? It's Herman,
Unique.
and today is Wednesday,
Wednesday.
October 25th. Um, and it's around six something, so
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Something.
Um, and time was going past, and I said, wait a minute, because this is my day, 1 week post op, 1 week out, and I was like, I haven't made any updates, so let me make a video today before stuff started passing. I want to at least try to keep up with making like a video for my updates for like every week post op. Um, so this is week one video. Lots and lots, lots to talk about. So I'm home and it's been a long 1 week. There's so much stuff. Um, so I guess I will just start back last week, which I have footage that's probably another video I'm gonna do separately, which shows my surgery day. Um, so you guys probably already seen that, but just to reiterate everything, surgery day was like when I was there at the hospital and getting registered and things like that was fine. Um, and then uh, from when I got back to uh, pre-op waiting or whatever it's called, had the complication with my blood pressure and paused, got that down, and then finally went back to surgery, and then afterwards was completely horrible. A lot of gas pains, and I want to touch on that. I know Nick talked about me being in pain in the surgery day video. I want to talk now about it because it was the most excruciating pain I ever been in my entire life. It was worse than dental pain. And if you had any fillings or any type of mouth work done, then you know that that hurts really bad, and it was worse than that. And I felt like everyone talked about gas pains in their video, but I don't know if nobody else had it as bad as had it, but mine felt. Well, my sister and them said like the way I was acting, it seemed like I was like having labor pains, like contractions and stuff, because I had it in my back, my rib cages, and back rib chest. It will just keep rotating and fluctuating, and I could not stay in bed. This is during hospital stay, and it was just bad for like the whole hospital stay. Maybe right before I left, it started to calm down. I couldn't sleep through the night. I would doze off for like 15 minutes and wake back up. That was like the most, probably 30 minutes, like the most I would sleep. I felt bad for having my family running rugged around and waiting on me hand and foot. It was just the most ridiculous. They didn't know what to do because I was just so much pain. Like it was crazy. Um, yeah. So I'm here to tell you guys, gas pains. Excuse my French, but it's no ho. Like literally, like it was ridiculous. That was the worst part of this whole experience thus far. Is the gas pains. Like I'm here to tell you that gas pains are real and it's nothing to play with, and I'm not gonna downplay it. It is horrible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very bad. I was scaring her because she was like, is that how it's gonna be for me? And it was just really bad. I can't stop saying it enough. So I stayed. My hospital stay was 2 days, or I went home on day 3.
You went home on. So you had surgery on Wednesday. You went home on. Did you go on Saturday or Friday?
Friday.
Friday.
Friday evening. And so I was kind of like wasn't sure if I should really leave now because like I was getting fluids in, but not that much. And I was still in a little pain, so I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go a little late. The nurse was like, yo, you're fine. You can do everything we're doing now at home. So I was like, and then my family was like, yeah, you should be okay. So I was like, all right, I left. Went home, and I just felt like everything went to shambles. I wasn't really drinking nothing, wasn't really eating nothing. Well, I guess you can't really eat well. And it was just like more the pain. Um, I don't know. And so the visiting nurses came out the next day. I was home. Found out I was getting severely dehydrated. Which was no surprise to me because um, I knew I wasn't getting anything in. So they, speaking of which, having an in-home infusion right now. So that's why I'm all hooked up. Um, yeah, just they've been out so far. It came out Saturday, came out Sunday, Monday, and they came out twice today on Wednesday, and they'll be out tomorrow and so forth so on. Um, yeah, man, it's just been crazy. Also, I had a real bad diarrhea the first night home. To the point where I was going to get ready to call, go into the ER because I was like, "What is going on?" And so I called before my surgeon want us to for the first 2 weeks post op if we have any problems to call their office first, and then on call we'll call right back. So I called the number, the emergency, the people who's there to take messages took down what I was saying, and then as soon as I got the phone with them, not even a minute later, one of the on-call surgeons, who was actually the assistant to my surgery, called back and told me that he believed it was the whey in the Premier Protein that was giving me the diarrhea. So he told me to cut that and stop in the office on Monday to pick up this protein called Profuse, um, and it's in the kitchen. And that's what I was drinking when I was in the hospital. And this doesn't. Well, it had. He said it had whey in it, but it has whey in it, and it's like a more broken down way is how it was described. So went through the weekend, still not really drinking. Monday I went into the surgeon's office. I picked up the Profuse. Um, and like I was telling them, like I'm very dehydrated. The nurses kept telling me that I was out here. It was like, you need fluids, and they can give me fluids like I get a doctor's order. So I went into one of the surgery offices. They told me they were gonna put in an order for the like home health care delivery to bring out some fluids, but that won't be till the next day. So I just went to the ER on Monday to get an infusion. Then got poked 6 times. They couldn't find my veins. It was just that bad. They were trying to go on my hand right here, and I said absolutely not. If that would have happened, I would have ended up leaving. No one's poking me in my hand, like this part, the front part of my palm area. Um, so yeah, it was just really bad. But I got some bags there. Felt a lot better. Tuesday. I don't know. Guess I was okay. We actually got out the house, went to the store, ran some errands, went to the movies, and seen Medea Boo. So I think the first one was better.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a little sidebar there. But Tuesday went great, and then today I went and had my first post-op appointment, and I met with the PA, and then I met with the I met the dietitian first, or nutritionist, whatever you guys call them, and then I met with my one of my surgeon's PAs. And the nutritionist appointment, I'm getting kind of winded, so I'm gonna let Nick talk about the nutritionist appointment.
The nutritionist appointment went very well. It gave us a little bit of insight on things that we can start to utilize, because it's kind of felt like neither one of us have really known what we're doing as far as, like, it kind of threw us for a loop when he wasn't able to drink the Premier Protein one, because we had a pretty solid plan that the Premier Protein was what we were going to use for this time until the diet was extended. And as soon as he wasn't able to tolerate that, then it was kind of back to square one. And square one being we're not knowing what kind of proteins to buy and what things to get. And first off, buying a protein that doesn't have whey in it is nearly impossible.
Yeah.
Because we went to GNC.
Oh my god.
And what pretty much what a protein is that doesn't have whey in it is like plant based or vegan based or something like that. I guess that's like the same thing. But
Gross.
the taste of those is not
gritty.
Yeah, it's not as good as a whey, like a whey protein. And I don't care what anyone really says about that or not, or what
not
they
to
care
offend
about.
nobody vegan.
Yep, I don't care what anyone says about what Premier Protein is or what it isn't or all that. It's tolerable, and during this time, like people don't want, and that's regardless, not just me or Herman or anybody else, everybody. You don't want to eat or drink something that's disgusting. You're forcing yourself to eat or drink it.
Mm-hmm.
Then to turn around and have surgery, and you're forcing yourself to even drink fluids anyways, and then you have to turn around and force yourself to drink something that's disgusting. That's not gonna work.
No.
So we were pretty much back at square one. So we're trying out organic vegan protein shakes. So we ended up buying some from GNC. And GNC, they really sell like big size things. Like they're not like a vitamin shop or your local herb store. Yeah. They don't have like sample sizes of things. So it's like if you're going to GNC, you're spending $20 and $30 for a barrel of protein or big sizes of things. So you're not really getting the smallest amount or being able to try things.
And if you don't know if you really like something, that's not a good
yeah, because at first I'm thinking, okay, well, this is not going to work because of course, they showed us the highest price protein they had, which was like $44. Another one that was like $30. Well, we're trying, at this point, it's like Saturday. We're trying to just get to the point where the doctor's office is opening back up and we can get the protein that they sell. So we weren't trying to spend $30 or $40 for any protein that we don't even know what it tastes like. So he ended up showing us a vegan I think it's called Go Lean or something like that. Lean protein. And I don't know if we have any more packets of it or not. But it's got to be a packet on or something.
I think it's in the kitchen.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll show you guys that in a little bit. But I think it's just a GNC brand.
Mm-hmm.
And it came in like little packets. So they have vanilla, like a couple different types of vanilla and a couple different types of chocolate. And they were $2 a packet. So we ended up getting 3 of those, thinking, hey, that's going to be great. It had 25 grams of protein in it. For the whole thing, you mix it with 8 ounces of water, and there you go, you have a protein shake. So we ended up trying it, and it is gritty beyond belief. Like, I have protein powder that I use for my protein shakes that I drink in the morning, and I've never gotten a gritty taste from just the protein itself. Now, if I add something like, recently we started adding pumpkin spice, if you add too much of that, then that'll be gritty.
Yeah.
But the protein itself, the powder itself, is not gritty once it's blended into the water. And it's not, we weren't hand blending or trying to mix it or anything like that with like one of those little shaker bottles. We have a Ninja, which is like a high-powered blender. So we're putting it in there, putting it on Ultra Blend for a minute, and usually that's what does the trick. This stuff is gritty. Really gritty. The taste, not too bad, but
I think the grittiness of it makes it hard to accept the taste.
Yeah, because texture is kind of everything, and I know I'm not the only one that feels that way about things. Like if the texture is wrong, you don't like how it feels, you're not gonna tolerate it. So that was just disgusting. So then we're really defeated at this point because it's like, we bought this, and this isn't working. The Premier Protein isn't working. It's Saturday. Herman feels terrible because he's not getting any fluids in.
No protein, no nothing.
No protein, no fluids whatsoever. So that can turn into like a pretty desperate situation really fast. Like you don't want to not be consuming anything. So
malnutrition. We
ended up just kind of forcing those down a little bit for the rest of the weekend. And then Monday, we ended up getting the Profuse. But it's been a long couple days as far as like figuring out all of this stuff. So today came and we went to the nutritionist and she extended his diet a little. So now he can have yogurt and where's the list?
I like this list.
So this was helpful because after not eating anything for a very long time, and then telling no, you only have to have protein shakes and water and all these other things. Actually, having food will be great. So now the goal is still to aim for 60 grams of protein daily, 64 ounces of fluid daily. She told us about Fairlife milk, which I've seen in stores we've never bought before, but turns out a serving of it has 13 grams of protein, and it's lactose free, so there shouldn't be any stomach discomfort with it. And so we figured we'd buy some of that. And she said you can make soups and stuff with it, so that's helpful. And she wrote down the Gene Pro protein, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Let's see, what else can you have now? Pudding.
Say yogurt.
Yogurt.
Low fat, light yogurt, and Greek yogurt.
Which we've already kind of adapted to Greek yogurt anyway, so that is lovely news. We can go buy some yogurt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then pudding, we kind of discovered that the Jello pudding brand, they make sugar free, which we had never seen before.
Yeah, and it doesn't have aspartame in it. The snack pack is usually like $1 in your like Walmart or your local grocery store. You know, the little red thing. And I can't. That pudding, no. The sugar free, like the regular kind, yeah. The sugar free, no. She liked the sugar free of that brand, but I couldn't do that. I can do the sugar free Jello of that brand, but the Jello pudding, sugar free, is delicious. It tastes the same.
It tastes like the regular brand, like the regular one, you know, with sugar in it. So that was a win for us, and we also got the Jello pudding popsicles or whatever.
Yeah.
Pudding pops in the freezer.
Love
and those are no sugar added as well, which is on the list for things that he can have, which those taste great too. So we kind of struck gold last night at the grocery store buying that kind of stuff.
Just to let you guys know, I already had pudding before the doctor's appointment the night before.
Yeah, so she didn't tell him anything new with that because we were going to do that.
Yeah, and it was good too. Oh, I was jamming on the pudding and the pudding pop. Pudding pop!
Well... that, yeah. Cream soups, and they just have to be strained. So, like, if you get a can of chicken noodle soup or cream of chicken or something like that, all that stuff has to be strained.
No, I can't have cream of chicken. Yeah.
You said you can't? She highlighted.
No, only the
She said you have to strain out the meat at this point,
or
puree it or something. So, I think she highlighted things, and the things that she highlighted are things that he can start having today, and then she has some other things on here we'll talk about later. So, yogurt, puddings, and cream soups. And
I'm sorry, guys, my incisions are itching.
And applesauce. So, these are things that he was able to start having today.
Which we're going to go get later.
Yep, so then she made another list of things that he can start having on October 28th, which is in like 3 days. So on that list, you can have meats, but they have to be pureed, so broken down in a blender, which no one likes the idea of. So what they have on here is blend cooked or canned meat with broth or low-fat gravy. Or baby food meats. I don't even know what a baby food meat tastes like. Probably disgusting. Puree or mashed beans, hummus, refried beans, tofu, cottage cheese, and ricotta cheese.
I wanted to try the tofu just to see what it tastes like. And
they have them with like different flavors and stuff made now, so
just to see what it tastes like. But the only thing that she just read that sounds good is just the hummus, and hopefully the tofu is good.
Yeah, because I'm not sure what a pureed meat would taste like.
I'm not doing that. I will just have to wait to have my regular meat. I'm not doing that.
Yep, so not sure about that. And then another set of milestones would be November 8th.
This is the one, guys.
So at that point,
this is the one, guys.
He can eat meats, like
soft
without blending them.
Mm-hmm.
So chicken, fish, seafood, turkey, and ham is on here as well.
She really emphasized on the seafood. She said a lot of people do it good with the seafood.
Just because it's already naturally soft.
Yeah.
So you don't have to really worry about mixing with gravy or anything like that if something's not going to be tolerated well by the stomach.
Can't wait to have some seafood.
Yep, so that stuff can be mixed with broth, or you can add spices, herbs, mayo, American Whip, salad dressing, mustard, and ketchup. So pretty much good to go at that point. So things that are still not a go at that point: bread, rice, pasta, and raw fruits and veggies. They don't want any of that happening until at least the 6-week mark.
Which is 2 weeks past the soft foods.
Yeah, so, I mean, you shouldn't really be focusing on bread or rice or pasta or anything like that. Anyway,
things you know that's just really full of nothing but carbs.
Yeah, just because that's kind of what gets us in these situations anyways, as far as obesity and weight gain, just because of the way that carbohydrates are handled throughout the body. So it's nice to know that eventually he can get back to this stuff, but it should not be
the goal.
And I think that was the high points of the nutritionist appointment. Oh, so we said we'll talk about the Gene Pro. So Gene Pro is a protein powder, which when someone recommends protein powder at this point, kind of cringe. Mm-hmm. But this brand is
a high medical grade protein.
Yeah, high medical grade flavorless protein, which makes all the difference because it doesn't taste like anything. So what you can do with it, you can mix it into pretty much anything. So now he can have yogurt and those Jello puddings. What we did,
pudding pop.
Once we got home, we took it came with a little scooper and just put the scoop in there, mix it up really good, and there. The great thing about this brand is 1 tablespoon is 30 grams of protein. The kicker is it's 30 servings for $35. So it's kind of pricey. But I'm already a fan of it now.
Yeah, like, me too.
This is great. Like, you can mix, they said, some people were saying they mix it with water. Herman said he tasted a taste to it, though, so I'm not sure if I want to.
Yeah, it's apparently it's like a different formula from what it originally was, because it was in a barrel and now it was in a bag, and people were saying in their reviews, like, it's still good, it's still the best flavorless protein and just protein in general, but it's like a little flavor. Nick didn't really taste it. I tasted just a little smidget, and it was tolerable. I put it in my pudding, and I got 2 puddings down with a scoop of each. So I got this is the first day that I got 60 grams of protein, and I felt good about doing it. I'm like, yeah, the pudding was already it was easy to eat. So I'm like, I put the protein there. I just got my 60 grams of protein just like that. Within an hour.
I personally feel like we've struck gold with this Gene Pro. Yeah, it's kind of expensive, but I feel like now we're on track, because I personally feel like we have not been on track. Definitely. As far as getting the fluids in and getting the protein in since he's been home, and maybe even while he was in the hospital, because he was tolerating things. He wasn't taking a turn for worse or anything, which we're grateful for. But the whole reason behind this is, and the whole reason for following the rules, is so that you can optimize on your weight loss. And even before he had surgery, we were saying we want to make the most of this first year. The first year is where most of the weight comes off. That's where you really, not saying you can just throw it by the wayside after the first year, but the first year is where you really, really need to be following exactly what the doctor's telling you to do. And it kind of just felt like we weren't on the same page as far as getting the fluids in, getting the protein in, and it was frustrating. So if it was frustrating for me, I know it was frustrating for him as well. So it was great to get some insight on things that we should be doing, and to actually go get the protein that's actually tolerable and you can put it in anything. I feel like we're so much more versatile now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I think maybe I should go get some of these products that we talked about and show you guys some things that are on there.
Yeah, so the while she's going to get that, the next thing we talked about at the nutritionist was the like vitamins, and pretty much what she told me was that you can have any over-the-counter multivitamins. They do like my office do carry the bariatric advantage. I mean, if you want to have that, then that's fine because it's geared towards bariatric patients. But oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry guys. But a regular like Centrum or like even my dietitian said she just take a regular store brand gummy, perfectly fine. Um, and she recommended the Flintstone Complete Vitamins. So once I get done getting this infused in a couple hours, we're gonna go to the store and pick up some few things. So I'm gonna pick up the Flintstones Complete Vitamins chewable, or no, the gummy because they got it in a gummy. And then it has the iron in it, so I don't have to get the additional iron. But if I did have to get the additional iron, it would have been like a 65 milligram iron. But don't have to worry about that because it's in the vitamin. And then the complex B vitamin, which Nick I'm talking about. You want to grab that?
Oh
complex.
yeah.
And yeah, that was pretty much it with my required vitamins. So the multivitamin, I'm gonna do Flintstone. Oh, my vitamin D, I'm on 5,000. Well, at first I did the 12 weeks of 50,000 I use, and then Nick did that as well. And then once those 12 weeks over, then we switch over to mine is 5,000, and I have a sublingual tangerine melt. And then Nick is still on her finishing up her 12 weeks, but when she's done, she will have a 2,000 sublingual, or hopefully a sublingual. And so yeah, the multivitamin, complete Flintstones, the vitamin D3 5,000, B complex, which we're gonna talk about in a second, and then
So the Flintstones.
Yeah, and the B complex. I think that should be it. So, yeah, that was it with the vitamins. So, gotta pick up a couple things. So, I guess I'm passing back to Nick. She has some things to show you guys.
All right, and we did tell you guys this was going to be a long video because we have a lot to talk about because we still have products, and then we kind of want to talk about stats because we skipped over stats.
We did skip over
and
stats.
Stats is actually very important today.
They are very.
So we'll get to that at the end. We'll kind of wrap up on that.
There's a lot going on, so just bear with it.
Okay, so what do I want to show you guys first? I guess we kind of want to keep you updated on products that we try because that's where the way we started finding products too. So I hope that you guys appreciate when we show you things that we're trying. So this was the GNC brand of the vegan protein shake that we tried. So rich chocolate, 25 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber, 4 grams of sugar. So on paper it sounds great. This was $2 or low end of $2 at GNC.
Never again.
Yeah,
not for me.
I personally don't. Unless you're already consuming something like this, if you are not used to consuming like a vegan or plant-based protein, I would not recommend it. Just because the taste between the two is so different, I don't think you would appreciate it. But if you're already used to it, these are at GNC. 200 calories for the whole packet. So the whole packet is the serving for this, and you mix it with 8 to 10 fluid ounces of cold water and mix well. So
garbage.
Yeah, I don't know. We probably will. I don't know what we would use this for, so it'll probably just be hanging out in our cupboard forever. So moving along, since we're on the idea of things we tried to go in protein shakes, we saw a few people with these. It's called, I'll let you look a little bit closer, Tarani, and it's a sugar-free syrup. So what you can use those for is just kind of as a flavor additive for your protein shake. So the brand we actually have been looking for these for quite some time.
And we randomly ran up on them in the store on Walmart when my sister was here, casually just looking. I'm like, man, they got the Tarani, and they had a few different ones. And the one we picked up is the s'mores. Guys, that is
as you
crack.
can see, where our bottle is halfway gone.
It is amazing.
And that's only just because we stopped drinking like milk-based proteins, and I switched to pumpkin spice. That's why I haven't been using this. I've been on a pumpkin spice kick lately. So we started using this, and then we switched gears, and he hasn't been drinking milk based, and I've been drinking pumpkin spice. So that's how we actually salvaged some. Otherwise, this is great. Like, I'm ready to get on Amazon or anywhere else, or even their website, and buy all of them or try out a few more,
it's
because
amazing.
it's pretty good. And if you're getting tired of just the regular protein shake, or getting tired of the regular flavors, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, whatever they have, which there's not that many, this is an excellent way to make, kind of make it your own, taste a little bit better.
So good.
Make the best of a bad situation.
So
no one
good.
really is enjoying this liquid phase. No one's enjoying drinking protein shakes. I really highly doubt it. So we're all in this together. That's why we're sharing this. I highly recommend this.
Yes.
It was $4 at Walmart. Typically they're in bigger bottles, so that's why we probably were missing these, because this bottle is small. This was $4, but the big ones are $7 or $8.
Good, very good.
Check these out. So we recommend these.
Yeah.